Mingalaba. Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Sook Hoon, I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. First thing first, would like to make sure you and your team, Village Link, are all safe,
We are all safe. We are all safe.
safe and healthy. Right.
Yes.
So thank you, Adrian. Would love to first thing first. Thank you for your time. Very busy time for you, I'm sure, and congratulate you obviously for being one of the winners of the EmergeX program ran for all the Microsoft for startups. And I've read through very impressive Village Link. You have also were the first winner from Myanmar in the ASEAN AgTech category in the recent ASEAN Rise Bold Startup Awards in Kuala Lumpur. You've also one of the top winners in the ASEAN Korean Startup in just recent December. Impressive again, Village Link was awarded special grant from Netherlands Space Agency. Wow. Lots of great credentials under your belt. Adrian, why don't you start by sharing with us what do you do? What does the startup do in the agri tech industry?
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I just want to open this with a very big thank you to everyone at Microsoft, for providing us this highway to unicorn platform, which, really is a tremendous help to startups like, us in Myanmar. So basically, our startup connects farmers, to actionable information, products, and farming services, which helps them to increase their farming productivity. And we do this through a mobile app. So we have a team of agronomists, that monitors the user-generated content, and we provide tailor-made advice to each of the problems posted on our platform. We're also using remote sensing data, like the satellite weather predictions and crop monitoring data to provide contextualized farming advice to smallholders based on where they are located and the type of crop that they are growing. But our business model is, basically B2B. We provide organizations with access to our user base to advertise or promote their content. We also, work in partnerships with different agribusinesses and NGOs where we help them build, their own digital solutions and capabilities.
Wow, that's a very holistic, everything from production, supply chain, testing. So it's impressive. And so, even on that note, right, what are you seeing some of the trends, in the market, in this whole agri industry, and especially with COVID, obviously, any changes, any acceleration that you're observing?
Yeah, so the farming population in Myanmar is quite huge. I would say that about 70% of the people in Myanmar is somehow engaged, in agriculture, and it plays a big role, in our country's economy because it's one of the major sectors. What we're seeing is that farmers are aging, and the younger generations of farmers, they are much more tech savvy. They are used to social media apps like Facebook and TikTok or whatnot, right? But then, they are not interested in farming as much as their parents did, and they don't want to be working, hard labor work as much as their ancestors did. So these are the generation of people who want to work smarter and not harder. And this is where we think that our solution will actually help them, by connecting them with farming services or providing them farming on demand. We can actually, create a lot of value for the upcoming farmers in Myanmar, and at the same time capture the value for ourselves, and making the country or making the economy grow together with these smallholders.
Oh, it's true, yeah. Living the purpose and also making it relevant, right, with a new way of work. And so with that, actually, I was just thinking what are the criteria that you use in making that technology decisions?
First of all, obviously, of course, for economical reasons, we want to look at cost effectiveness, in terms of our solutions that we implement. Another one is solutions that we look for is the ones that are easy to scale, not just in terms of being able to support more number of users, but also being able to support multiple platforms, because there are farmers who might be using even iOS devices. There are agriculture enthusiasts who might be using laptops and computers. Today, we can only support Android devices, but then our vision, of course, is to be able to support any platform out there. And another key criteria is the ability to make fast iterations, because there is a continuous change in user demand and behavior, and we want to be able to continuously serve these demand, on a daily or weekly basis. And lastly, of course, being able to connect with many other services that are available, in the Microsoft ecosystem or other ecosystems out there.
Oh, that's great. And so with this full list of criteria, what impact do you think the Microsoft for Startup Highway to 100 Unicorns program has impacted?
Sure. So it actually allows companies or startup like us to overcome a lot of technological barriers and enable us to focus more on other important business strategies. Therefore, it helps us, scale our technology to better accommodate to the demands of our users, granting us growth potential in many different aspects. In short, the program will clear the roadblock, for all the startups, allowing them to channel their resources in more value-creating activities, and help the customers and business grow together.
Mm-hmm. And I think these are also accelerated with the whole COVID situation, right?
Yes. For VillageLink, we were pretty much a digital native company from day one. We were cloud native, digital native. In terms of user metrics, we actually saw a significant improvement, during this COVID period, because traditionally farmers had to rely on physical field extension services, from companies, from organizations, to get the sort of help and advice they need to overcome their farming challenge. But now, because of COVID and the movement restrictions, they have to rely on our platform, to sort of get the same solutions they need to increase their productivity.
Wow, very impressive. And so, what's your next big dream, Adrian? Where are you gonna take this on? Of your aspiration that you hope to achieve, your next big growth opportunity? Yes.
So the VillageLink aspires to serve as many as 3 million farmers in the next 5 years. We are closing in onto the 1 million mark, maybe towards the end of 2021, but then we hope to have 3 million farmers by the next 5 years. And we want to provide farming as a service to smallholders all over Myanmar. Everything that they need, whether it be product, whether it be service, whether it be information, they should be able to get it from just a fingertip away. And the next area of focus for us is actually in the data or big data. There is actually a lack of meaningful data in Myanmar, especially relating to agriculture, and that is actually putting a lot of government groups or companies in the blind and making them play guessing games when it comes to their business activities. Here we want to utilize our remote sensing data and combining them with our user data. I think can be very, very valuable to any organizations that are engaged in some way to serving their products or services to rural communities in Myanmar.
Wow, that's really impressive, and I think and I hope they're also looking beyond Myanmar. Obviously, there's a lot of agricultural farm in the region and in the area.
Yes. So it is important that we nailed it here first in Myanmar. But once we have that, once we have the experience, when we have the tech capabilities to support scaling or replicating this model in other markets, we do have intentions and plans to go beyond Myanmar and serve other smallholders in the region.
Wow, that's really great. That's really great. So, well, again, hey, Adrian, I want to thank you and congratulate you. I'm sure that's greatness and already happening in the country and in the region. So yeah, let's just bring a very different light and impact, right? Empowering all these farmers to achieve more.
Yeah, thank you. And Mr. Kwon, thank you for everything. And then I hope, to working with Microsoft, we will be able to achieve all our aspirations and help, all the farmers in Myanmar.
For sure. Thank you, Adrian. So
Okay.
nice talking to you. Hey, Happy New Year, by the way.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Have a great day.
All right.
All right.